Welcome back in part 5 of BBC. The BBC is a statutory corporation independent from direct government intervention, with its activities being overseen from April 2017 by the BBC Board and regulated by Ofcom.
The chairman is Richard Sharp.
The BBC operates under a royal charter.
The current charter came into effect on 1 January 2017 and runs until 31 December 2027.
The 2017 charter abolished the BBC Trust and replaced it with external regulation by Ofcom, with governance by the BBC Board. Under the Royal Charter, the BBC must obtain a license from the Home Secretary.
This license is accompanied by an agreement which sets the terms and conditions under which the BBC is allowed to broadcast.
The BBC Board was formed in April 2017.
It replaced the previous governing body, the BBC Trust, which in itself had replaced the Board of Governors in 2007.
The board sets the strategy for the corporation, assesses the performance of the BBC's executive board in delivering the BBC's services, and appoints the Director General.
Regulation of the BBC is now the responsibility of Ofcom.
The board consists of the following members. The Executive Committee is responsible for the day-to-day operations of the broadcaster.
Consisting of senior managers of the BBC, the committee meets once per month and is responsible for operational management and delivery of services within a framework set by the board, and is chaired by the Director General, currently Tim Davie, who is Chief Executive and, from 1994, Editor-in-Chief.
The corporation has the following in-house divisions, covering the BBC's output and operations.
Content, headed by Charlotte Moore, is in charge of the corporation's television channels, including the commissioning of programming.
And Nations and Regions, headed by Roderick Alphen Davies, is responsible for the corporation's divisions in Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and the English regions. The BBC also operates a number of wholly owned commercial divisions.
BBC Studios is the former in-house television production, entertainment, music and events, factual and scripted, drama and comedy.
Following a merger with BBC Worldwide in April 2018, it also operates international channels and sells programs and merchandise in the UK and abroad to gain additional income that is returned to BBC programs.
It is kept separate from the corporation due to its commercial nature.
BBC World News Department is in charge of the production and distribution of its commercial global television channel.
It works closely with the BBC News Group, but is not governed by it, and shares the corporation's facilities and staff.
It also works with BBC Studios, the channel's distributor.
And BBC Studio Works is also separate and officially owns and operates some of the BBC's studio facilities, such as the BBC Elstree Centre, leasing them out to productions from within and outside of the corporation.
From as early as the 1930s until the 1990s, MI5, the British Domestic Intelligence Service, engaged in vetting of applicants for BBC positions, a policy designed to keep out persons deemed subversive.
In In 1933, BBC executive Colonel Alan Donnelly began to meet the head of MI5, Sir Vernon Kell, to informally trade information. From 1935, a formal arrangement was made wherein job applicants would be secretly vetted by MI5 for their political views without their knowledge.
The BBC took up a policy of denying any suggestion of such a relationship by the press. The existence of MI5 itself was not officially acknowledged until the Security Service Act 1989. This relationship garnered wider public attention after an article by David Lee and Paul Lashmar appeared in The Observer in August 1985, revealing that MI5 had been vetting appointments, running operations out of room 105 in Broadcasting House.
At the time of the expose, the operation was being run by Ronnie Stonham.
A memo from 1984 revealed that blacklisted organizations included the far-left Communist Party of Great Britain, the Socialist Workers' Party, the Workers' Revolutionary Party and the Militant Tendency, as well as the far-right National Front and the British National Party.
An association with one of these groups could result in a denial of a job application.
In October 1985, the BBC announced that it would stop the vetting process, except for a few people in top roles, as well as those in charge of wartime broadcasting service emergency broadcasting in the event of a nuclear war, and staff in the BBC World Service.
In 1990, following the Security Service Act 1989, vetting was further restricted to only those responsible for wartime broadcasting and those with access to secret government information.
Michael Hodder, who succeeded Stonham, had the MI5 vetting files sent to the BBC Information and Archives and Reading, Berkshire. We will continue about BBC in Part 6. Coming soon in Part 6, and stay tuned.